What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new album from the band Porta Nigra, entitled Kaiserschnitt. This is released on Debemur Morti Productions. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Koblenz, Germany, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very dark, experimental, and historically based style of black metal. Yeah. Porta Nigra are one of those black metal bands that definitely don't fit the stereotypical sort of mold when it comes to black metal. This is a band that definitely has a very interesting and unique sort of concept to their sound and lyrical content. A lot of their content is based upon the end of the 19th century, historically decadent sort of styles to represent that age and era of time. And they're a band that definitely play with those sort of lyrical themes, and they create a musical style that is very distinctively their own. And they did so with their 2012 debut full-length entitled Fin de Siècle, which, if I'm not mistaken, loosely sort of translates to end of the century. And it very much was displayed with their lyrical content, their visuals, the musical direction. I mean, this is a band that definitely has a lot of influences in not just black metal, but you hear elements of heavy metal, hardcore punk. I mean, this is a band that definitely has a lot of balls, and I respect them for wanting to make a black metal sound that's completely uniquely their own. Now we have this sophomoric effort from them entitled Kaiserschnitt. It's 9 tracks, and it clocks in at around 46 minutes in length, and definitely this album continues on in the same sort of path where they left off with Fin de Siècle. And there is a lot more emphasis on very strongly structured riffs, unique vocal stylings, and just an overall awesome delivery. You can definitely tell there's a lot of black metal riffs, punk riffs, and assorted other great riffs as soon as you listen to this album. I mean, you hear it on the opening tracks, Die Mensur and Femme Fatale. Just some really awesome sort of riff work going on here. You're going to get your usual smattering of black metal riffs to be heard and displayed, but then you get thrown for a loop when you hear some riffs that definitely have a bit of a gritty sort of punk vibe and edge going for it. I mean, you hear it on the title track and on songs like Instag Wittern and the track Hepatitis Libido. It's definitely an interesting name for a song, but definitely the way that everything is executed on that song definitely sounds really awesome. Of course, once again, like I said, there is a lot of variety when it comes to the riffs. It's not just your straight up sort of black metal sort of sound. The instances of punk and traditional metal definitely showcase themselves here very nicely. The bass tone is great too, definitely audible and clear, definitely very well played. I definitely think it sounds awesome and is definitely a perfect sort of tone for this sort of concept and style. I definitely enjoy that. The drum work feels very good too. I love the natural sound and quality of it. I love the way everything sounds. I love the way that the snare and tom sound. Just the overall sort of beats going on and being in precision being presented here. Once again, going to tracks like the title track and Femme Fatale, you just get a lot of great pace going on with those songs, and I definitely think this guy holds a very, very good beat here. I should also mention that this is a duo. It is 2 people handling the respective parts of doing the vocals, the riffs, the guitars and drums and all that other stuff. And it honestly sounds very heavy for just being 2 people handling themselves here. I think it's really awesome. And now that I mentioned the vocals, let's get on to that. The vocals are pretty much done in the native German language, pretty much kind of difficult to understand what they're saying, but yet there's a lot of passion and fervor being done behind these vocals. You're going to get some really avant-garde sort of punkish yelling and screaming going on here with a little bit of an aggressive stance behind it. I definitely love the aspect of those screamed sort of vocals, very dirty and wretched sounding. Once again, I mentioned that it's in their native German language. I definitely think this guy sounds amazing. I love his screaming, growling sort of stuff going on. But then again, you hear some spoken word elements being brought into this record, and then you get some very awesome sort of singing moments being presented on here. Definitely out of the blue and unexpected, but yet that's the kind of feeling you get when you listen to an album like this. It's very weird, but yet I think they're a band that could pull off this sort of style justice, and I believe with Kaiserschnitt they got the job done. So overall, this is a very solid follow-up. If you're into black metal that's different, if you want to hear a black metal record that definitely delves deeper into historical nature, decadence, the 19th century, this is definitely a band that knows how to control that sort of style very well here. I'm pretty sure this won't appeal or be for everybody's taste, but if this is something worth trying out, I would definitely say it is definitely worth trying out. So, well, if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Die Menser, the title track, Femme Fatale, and of course the one track I mentioned, Hepatitis Libido. What a great song title. So I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will link you to the Debemur Morti Bandcamp page, where you can stream this album in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can buy it digitally there, and I will also link you to the web store. I believe it is available in a limited digibook, which I think looks really awesome, I should say, and I believe it is very limited, so if you want to buy it directly there, you can do so there. So, again, the album is Kaiserschnitt by Porta Nigra. This is released on Debemur Morti Productions. Definitely check this out. And for a score, I'm going to give this a pretty solid 8 out of 10. Very intriguing and interesting black metal. I definitely think this is a very original sounding band, and I definitely would like to hear more from this band as time goes by. So support Porta Nigra. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Armijo out.